Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the knockout round. It's like 6 a.m. Weather's been off, completely wrong, almost all week. Weather was actually supposed to be cloudy, rainy, drizzly, all morning long, and it's sunny. Yeah. You never know what you're gonna get in Oklahoma, but when things right, man, that weatherman around here for the Weather Channel, he ain't hitting on much.
Yeah.
It's a little weird this morning, you know that? It's like DC, Mark, or Adrian's not fishing today. You're like, Adrian's still at the house, but it's like, I don't know. It's just a weird kind of vibe like on that. I'm like, I think there's actually only 3 stage winners, previous stage winners that are fishing the knockout round. So, I mean, think about that. You know, these grinder events, it really mixes up the field. These are big time points changing events, and I mean, I just feel thankful to survive this one at this point, you know. And they got on a little bit of something though. Got on a little bit of something in that qualifying round, the elimination round, and excited. I mean, it's just old school bass fishing, man, which is fun, and I enjoy that. Of course, a lot of people give me flack. I always love to talk about, you know, my electronics, understanding electronics, but that at the end of the day is old school bass fishing is just swimming, you know, swimming jig, throwing a frog, flipping. Like, that's what I cut my teeth on in Indiana. And when it gets tough, you go back to your roots. And this week, it's been that adjustment was very, very key. That's possible, dude. Dang, it feels stuffy. It feels like a shad spot morning. It does. You need them clouds to go over that sun, prolong it just a little longer. A smidge.
Anybody else inside?
Straight meat.
That just fires me up to look at.
I know, it looks good.
Ruined their life.
made a bad deal for him. I was really sorry for him. Felt bad for him.
He was just messing with them. That's what I said. He was messing with y'all.
Do it.
Knockout round time at the Miller Tech Stage 4 Lake Eufaula, presented by Redcon One.
Okay, everybody, so this is the deal. Right now, we're pulling up on this point. Now, I have not caught on the spot. I was catching those pocket, and I think some are spawning in that pocket for sure. There's been a shad spawn going on. There's a blue heron right there. So that's a good indicator that the shad spawn is still happening. So what I'm doing right now is there's places that have green like actual leaves in the water. You know, you can see some willows, you can see some of these bushes and stuff. And that's the kind of stuff that I'm actually keying in on, or at least was the deal yesterday. So I'm going to start right here, and then I'm going to swim back that way. I didn't catch him down through here, but I don't want to spend a ton of time. And I might come back down through there. The sun's coming up from this direction, so this bank's going to be shaded longer. So I'm just going to stop right here just because that there was literally a blue heron sitting right there, and then head back this way and sort of slide into the pocket that I got my bites in. So that's the game plan. And as you guys can tell, I'm not scoping today. As of right now, I got 3 frogs tied on, 3 chatterbaits tied on, 3 swim jigs tied on, 2 flipping sticks, a spinner bait, got it all. So we're gonna go swim our stuff around, and the bait that I'm of choice for sure has been the swim jig right here with a cleanup crawl. So we're gonna see if they want to play games.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines in knockout round.
All right, let's get them. They're spawning hard. I mean hard. Must have a sharp little turn on that deal. Okay. Oh my gosh. Dang it. Knew it'd be one big in there too. That was a big one. Gosh dang. He just did, I mean, he had tightened up and didn't get it. Oh, gar. I was like, it might have been what it was. Maybe. Dude, that scared the crap out of me right there. There's no way I was like, man, it could have been. Yeah, it's a gar. Like, I think it was a gar, maybe. Because I just had two of them roll out right here. And I was like, there's no way I let that sucker have it and everything. And like, it just never, but I stung that, whatever it was. But it was real high in the water column like that one in the back. And I don't know. That's a good one, whatever it was. If it was a bass, it was big. The only thing is it did wake sort of like a bass, but. And LeBrun ain't caught none. So it's interesting to me. So still and calm this morning. I don't know if I like it. I mean, it is still. You're gonna have to really move around a little bit. I was really surprised the other day we didn't catch them in this little place right here, where the bushes sort of broke out like they are. It's pretty set up pretty well. I mean, it should be a dang bite or two anyway. It should be. But pressure should also take a toll on some of these zones, I would think. I'm just shocked it hadn't had a bite on that. Step means they're on it. Gosh, dang, that sun's roasting. Shatter still spawning. I mean, it should just be, God dang. Not even get a little one to bite that sucker is crazy. I like that wind though. First largemouth bite of the morning. Gotta break the ice somewhere. All right, little bro. Gosh, mighty. It's supposed to be a 4-pounder, not a dang 4-incher. Oh, he ate it. That probably is gonna do it. Gosh, stop it. First scoreable bite of the morning.
1 pound, 12 ounces.
1 3/4 pounds. All right, now we got the skunk off. That feels good. Now we can go to catching some bigs. Like this cast right here in this green bush should be freaking, this should be money right here. Like right behind, inside that, like in that shade pocket where the shad are spawning. Perudo. Perudo. I'm calling Perudo on that one. Make another cast in there just because I know. Ain't no way. We're ahead of schedule from the other day. That's how you gotta look at it. Ahead of schedule from the other day. I did that again. I think that one, yeah, it was. Not a big one, but it was fast. It was right at a scoreable, I think. Never got it. I'm gonna slide across over here. There you go. Not a great big one, but that is definitely another scoreable.
1 pound 11 ounces.
Oh, okay. We just got to keep it moving, trust the process, get 1 or 2 big bites throughout this day. And you're gonna make that cut. They're definitely set up on that shad spawn stuff on that wind-blown bank on this side. That's 3 bites. No big ones, but non-scoreable. Gosh dang it. I'll weigh him, but I don't. He's dang just a little tad bit, about a 1.4, 1.3. I figured he was on the littler side. I was hoping he was dark and nice dark black bass that come out there and smoked it though. We're gonna run over that point real quick. I'm pretty sure that was a big largemouth. I'm gonna try to see if I can. I'm just gonna run over to that point right there, and then I'm gonna run to the pocket. That pocket we caught him in. I'm just gonna hit it, that one little bush, and then roll from there just because he might set back up on it, be a 4-pounder and bop. You guys mind if I fish down through here? Okay, I just wanted to ask you. Thank you, man. Really appreciate that. I appreciate y'all.
Taught me how to fish. You kind of got away from fishing. He has 3.
There you go. I was like, geez, I thought it was a dang gar there for a second. I was like, gosh, dang.
2 pounds 13 ounces.
213. All right, that's a little bit better one. All right, we can deal with them. I'm like, where the heck's this bite at? I'm like, gosh, dang. I swam my stuff for dang quarter mile, mile and a half, 6 miles. I'm like, geez.
Chapman's the one that didn't have one a while ago. He's got one.
What's Talk had?
Chapman's the one that didn't have one a while ago. He's got one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines out in a period 1.
All right. I knew, I was like, dang, and I knew when I saw LeBrun go in there, I was like, God. I was hoping I could get that, but I was like, I should have started on that left side and went in that way, but it is what it is. Oh, not a bad period sitting inside, let me see here, where are we at? I'm sitting inside the top 10 right now, so that's not a bad start. I think right now the projected cut, if you just tripled the weight, 18 pounds is what it's looking like right now for the cut line over the 3 periods. So we gotta have a really good period this next period. I mean, some guys like Cole Floyd had 15 in one period. We caught 3. We had maybe 5 bites. I had 5 scoreable bites that period. Only was able to get 3 in the boat. But hey, I feel like this next period we have a little bit of cloud cover, a little bit of wind. I don't know exactly where I want to focus my time and energy at, but it's decisions. That's the name of the game. Name of the game.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines in.
Okay. There's a few fish out there on this point. There might be stripers, but just see here real quick. Might be stripe. I figured that, but you might be able to catch main bass right there too. Sometimes these bass and these striper will mix together, and they're set up on this point pretty good. So just see. I know it's going to be a thing. Oh, there's a little bass. Okay, that's good to see. A little spotted bass. Okay. Little guy. There he is, but not the one we need. The only reason I came back through here, there's a couple of them that were sort of pushing through. Some of them in these trees, and I'm like, let me go ahead and all right, we gotta get together. First period, solid period. Second period was an absolute grind. I knew I only needed a couple good bites to make the championship round. And these decisions are always tough because I didn't feel like the swim jig was getting the bites that I needed, but I knew the frog would get bigger bites. I pick up a frog in the back of this pocket, I make a cast in front of this bush, and I twitch it, and it's like, oosh. big one gets it. And it was one of them ones that just like suck it down. And I could see the fish was a 5-pounder, like a legitimate 5-pounder. And it had the tails of the frog in his mouth. And I'm like, I'm looking at it. It's like 20 foot away. I'm like, you son of a gun. And he goes down, and I set the hook and I whiff. And I'm like, gosh, you know, when you're not getting a lot of bites, those are the ones that can make or break your day. You know, it gives you the momentum or takes the momentum away. And so that definitely hurt my feelings a little bit when that didn't go my way, because that was the only scoreable bite that I got in the second period. That was the only one. And that's definitely frustrating. You know, it's hard to keep your mental, your mindset and that mental side of this thing in it when you have, you know, it's teeter-tottering at all times. It always is.
Giant one too, yeah, it was a 5-pounder, but he just grabbed the tail like you said. I mean, I couldn't have done nothing on that one. I hesitated as long as I could, hoping he would. Oh, that's a big one too. It wasn't like I snatched on him either. I gave him time, dang. I was like, sucker. I saw him then get it good, and I was like, God. I wouldn't have waited. Tell that bass, we really appreciate you freaking biting the tails. Golly.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hot dang. Alright. But man, it just wasn't like I set the hook on that one fish. I got one good opportunity that period, and I never did have it connect, you know, and it's really all you can do is just fish your heart out, and when you get one big one to bite, you just gotta hope he gets it and you get a good hook set, and you need 2 big bites or a few big bites this last period. It's not, try to do that, yeah, definitely. Just catch some fish. She goes, well, so we need some advice. And she goes, just catch some fish. Yeah. All right, well, Daddy's gonna try to catch some fish, all right?
All right.
I love you.
The big trophy. And get the big trophy.
Get the big trophy, that's right.
So like the big decision I had in the third period was, do I stay in the same area that got me here, or do I leave and go?
Every time I want to run away and go somewhere different, I look up there then towards takeoff where I want to run towards, and I'm like, oh, heck no.
Rain came in, conditions got better, but I felt like I was just going back through the motions and fishing the same stuff that I already had gotten fished and already bid on. And that's sort of a tough, sometimes it's really good if they're constantly pushing in, and sometimes it's really bad because you're not just running around and fishing your gut. And when it's tough, like to me, sometimes you have to get a little bit different change of scenery to give you that confidence, like you don't know what's around the next corner, you're gonna get a big bite, you haven't seen that tree 17 times, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of mindset that I was in. So with an hour to go, I leave and I run way up the lake in an area that I hadn't even practiced in or fished in. I just had a vibe, and I locked a swim jig in my hand. I do end up catching one, I catch a non-scoreable, so I'm like, all right,
Little one, non-scoreable. But we got a bite.
We could be around them, and last 30 minutes, I never catch another scoreable fish. So literally, second and third period, I boat a scoreable. But I wouldn't change anything today necessarily. I think the only thing now, looking back at the film and seeing, like Nick LeBrun was in the same area as I was, and he caught him on a chatterbait. I think the biggest thing is you have to get on a good little stretch. And if you get a little bit of that momentum, you just keep going and you keep going. Sort of like that qualifying or that elimination day went for me. Like I got in a good little stretch. I got some confidence. I kept rolling with it, and I felt really good about it. But if you get those lulls and you lose confidence in your area, you do sometimes have to move. Even if there's another angler in that area catching them, like to me, watching some of the film on the knockout or the championship day, with skeet catching them on a chatterbait and guys catching them frogging. We were doing a lot of the right things. It just, we never got that clue back from the bass, like, hey, this is what we need to be doing. And that's part of tournament bass fishing. You know, ended this tournament up in 17th place and got some really good points, still sitting in first in Angler of the Year with, I think, 10 or 11, 12-point lead over Alton Jones Jr., then Dustin Connell's right behind him. So I feel good. I mean, the knockout round was tough. Lake Eufaula dealt a very tough hand. This lake is a lot better than what I think it showed. So by no means am I ever dogging Lake Eufaula. I want to come back and fish that body of water. I think it truly has a lot of potential. But, you know, hey, if you would have told me going into this, or if you would have told me after day number 1, you got 17th place in this tournament, I'd have said, sounds great. Sign me up. I'm ecstatic. So it's all about what you make it. Yeah, we have the next tournament of the season is on the Harris chain. Actually, not the Harris chain, but it's on the Kissimmee chain, heavy hitters. And so heavy hitters is always a fun event. There's no points involved, so you just swing. You know, it's like a dang home run derby, if you will. You swing hard and you hope you connect, and if you connect, there's a lot of money at stake for those big fish and qualifying onto the championship round. Big fish in the championship round pays $100,000, and first place pays $100,000. And I think it's like $50,000 in the knockout round for big bass, $25,000 in the qualifying and elimination rounds, like together 1-2 days. So a lot of money at stake, and I got a feeling that Toho might just show out big. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we will see you at the next one.